Anyone who does not want to work digitally will be able to sustain work and what they're doing for quite some time, but eventually they'll be ruled out by competition.
If the whole industry adopted and maintained a completely digital workflow, I think we'll see a very different set of building records in 25 years. So we've all seen the 1980s drawings that are scanned 5, 6, 7 times that are almost impossible to read. And we're currently doing renovations on those kinds of projects. I'm excited to see in 25 years when we are doing renovations on buildings that have digital records. The quality will still be there. They will be easy to read, easy to maintain. And as we move forward, I think we'll see it becoming much, much easier to do renovations on existing buildings if the records were done digitally.
There's a number of obstacles with digital adoption on an individual level and then on an organization level. On individual levels, it's resistance to change. As humans, we resist change, and we're accustomed, and we are in our comfort zone doing things that we're used to do. So when you introduce a new concept or new tools, it takes time for people to change and adapt and adopt it and then perform with it. It takes time to learn. There's usually a steep learning curve, and people would rather stick with what they know rather than something else.
Change is hard, no matter what it is you're doing. And so learning it for the first time, it takes a while to find what that process needs to be. And after you've adapted to that new process, then it becomes much more streamlined. And then you can continually evolve it and make it better. You're always learning new things, and new tools are coming out with other aspects as well to kind of help you along that journey.
In terms of organizations, there's the pushback from employees that are required to adopt the new digital transformation. There requires to be organization restructuring at times in order to adopt these digital transformation alongside the limited resources. Digital transformation comes with a price ticket. There is budget required, there is personnel, there is training required. So a full change management plan needs to accompany a digital transformation in order for it to be effective.
Engineers that refuse to work digitally may find themselves falling behind in terms of their internal systems, the efficiency and scalability, the ability to use resources offshore, off-site, what have you. And also in terms of scaling the management of their records. It's easy to have a filing cabinet full of professional work products, but if you get to be a bigger company, it can suddenly become quite difficult. Also, another factor is they may find themselves unable to meet the requests from authorities such as cities or provinces who do want a fully electronic submission and an original.
There's just so much more information that's coming into design and into projects that we need to account for, and I don't think you'll be able to really keep up with this very fast-paced, moving industry if you do not jump into that kind of digital way of designing and working.
We work in some jurisdictions that still require documentation that's wet stamped by the professional. And our conversation has shifted to indicate how much of a burden that can be, how much work it is to print the drawings, stamp and sign, and then get them couriered to that client.
Digital signatures are not hard to use. They're very simple, they're easy to use. What's sometimes hard is understanding and learning a different process than what we used to do. But once you do it once or twice, it becomes a second nature, and it's a click of a button.
We find it's quite easy to use digital signatures. We have a completely digital workflow anyway. We take those deliverables, put them in the digital signature software, which is very similar to any other PDF reader we use. We apply that and save it back onto the server and send it out. It's not a very difficult process at all, and it doesn't require us to change a lot of our existing digital workflow.
When first adopting digital signatures, we found Notarius had a great deal of resources in terms of everything from on-site training to online documents, FAQs, and resources to help our members come up to speed and learn how to apply digital signatures and basically fully use them. Internally, we've adopted quite a few of those, and our practice office now provides support at sign-up, installation, and subscription.
We've had a number of kind of learning sessions and webinars on that fact. And I think been in close contact trying to provide feedback as well into what would make this easier to use from our stance.